In today's video, we are going to go over a few tips that can hopefully help you get out of Platinum rank and into Diamond. We'll be going over what issues we come across in Platinum and also which heroes I think are a must pick. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first, let's talk about the issues we come across in Platinum ranks and lower. Lack of communication, poor positioning, and failing to regroup. The lack of communication causes poor enemy flank callouts, no focus fire, and missed ultimate combo opportunities. Poor positioning does not allow you to use your hero to its fullest potential, can be the cause of losing choke point control and the risk of getting picked. Failing to regroup puts you at an instant disadvantage. It will cause your team to start staggering, and once you start staggering, the defense will be able to run a lot of time off the clock. Now let's see which 3 heroes have the abilities to take full advantage of these flaws. The reason why I think Genji is a must pick in a Platinum rank game is because of his speed and his ability to jump over and behind enemies. Combine that with his reflect and dash, a good Genji player can break the defense's strategy. And because of the lack of communication and mix of player skill levels, the opposing team will struggle to focus you, and it will create opportunities for your teammates to get past their choke points. Now, a few Genji tips I can give you to be more effective when playing in a Platinum rank game are: don't sit on your ultimates. And I know, usually you want to combine ultimates, but Genji's ultimate can do a lot of damage on his own. If you can at least pick off the healers or bait Zenyatta or Reinhardt to use their ultimates, that is well worth it. And another tip is don't worry about getting the pick. Genji in Platinum is more effective when he is distracting the enemy by pulling the defense away from their best positions and creating space for the rest of your team. Tracer is another hero that is really good at breaking the defense. Her ability to zip behind enemies and force them to take their attention off the choke point can make it easier for your team to push onto the objective. With the enemy team struggling to communicate and your ability to self-heal, you should be able to survive almost any situation and deal a lot of damage from behind. A couple of Tracer Platinum level tips are: never be in front of the enemy. Speed behind the enemy, and when you see the enemy turning to face you, speed right back behind them. And like Genji, don't focus on getting the pick. You want to be a lethal distraction. Deal enough damage to the enemy to get their attention. If you think you can safely get the pick without spending too much time, then go for it. Otherwise, speed right out and distract another enemy. How many matches have you lost because your team failed to counter the enemy team's pharah? There are only a few heroes that have long-range hit scan weapons to counter pharah, and keeping a crazy mix of skill level in mind, it takes a pretty good aim to kill pharah that is shooting at you from a good distance. So by flying over choke points and enemy traps, you can do a lot of damage from above, forcing the enemy team to take their eyes off the choke point. A few pharah tips are: stay high above the fights and make sure your first target is a DPS that has the best chances of taking you out. And don't hover above your team. Make sure you're staying to the sides of the fight, out of the enemy's direct line of sight. That should allow you to stay alive longer during team battles. Training mode is a good way to master your hero's mechanics. Work on your accuracy and get familiar with your hero's abilities. Practice jump shooting and shooting while moving left to right. The more time you put in the gym, the bigger threat you are in battle. Work on your positioning. If your hero can accurately hit from long range, take the high ground. If you're a close range hero, stay low and behind your tanks. And always give your team a second chance. Revives and teleporters can help with the staggering issues, and it can also help when trying to run more time off the clock. And the best thing you can do to get out of Platinum rank is playing with a team of friends. Having at least 4 friends in a party gives you control of over 50% of the team. Communication and regrouping is no longer an issue, and you can now properly combine ultimates. And that's going to do it for this video. This is actually my first video, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Please leave some feedback. Let me know if any of these tips helped, or if you have any tips of your own. I am going to make a Platinum Tips from Viewers video where I take the best Platinum tips from the comment section and select the top 5 tips to share them with all of you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.